Well, we're here because we know that President Trump is coming, and we kind of want to show that we are united as a city together rather than just, welcoming of him. Yeah.
And I guess we're here today because our hearts ache for our city and for our people first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that he has ever done and said, the way he has painted the citizens of El Paso and Mexicans, people alike, minority groups, that has helped to incite what has happened here this past weekend. And it is truly enraging and truly, aggravating to all of us. And that's why we're here today. This is not a welcoming of Donald Trump. This is a detesting of him.
How much of an impact do you think his words had on what happened here?
Zero, I can tell you that. Zero. He has no compassion. Even, in Daytona, Ohio, he referred to them as, the people of Toledo, and that was completely incorrect. What does he show? That shows, such a lack of compassion for people, for us, people who are going through situations like this. And he has zero compassion.
Do you feel that he is to blame for the shooting?
Absolutely, I do. Like I said, initially for the way that he's painted my people, Mexicans, and the way he's painted my Sun City. Because we are a border town, I can tell you, born and raised here, we radiate vibrancy and color and culture and love. Everything that he's ever said is completely wrong about us.
If you could say something directly to the president today, what would it be?
That he's not fit to be in the position that he's in. Completely.
Honestly, it's probably as much for myself. I just feel like I need to come out and express that we've got to stop this. To stop the hate speech. We've got to treat each other as one. And Trump is not helping. And he's hurting. In fact, he's causing this, I think. So that's why I wanted to come out, just to express my fear about what's happening.
How much personal responsibility do you think the president has for what happened here?
I think in this instance he has a lot, because you just have to watch a little bit of television to realize that how many times he's talked about invasion of people. Here in El Paso, we're one community with Juárez. People go back and forth all the time. My family has roots in Juárez, my in-laws, and I think it contributed to this shooter wanting to come here to kill Mexicans.
So if you could deliver a message directly to the president today, what would it be?
Stop it. Just stop for the moment, and just stop for forever on your hate speech, and just see where that gets us. As obviously I want him to be gone. If he resigned today, that would be wonderful. We need a different leader, for sure.
Do you think at this point the genie can be put back in the bottle? In other words, those people who've been emboldened, are they going to go away?
No, I think obviously he has millions of supporters, people in the rallies who are behind him. We're going right along with what he's saying and cheering him on. So there's a big problem here in the United States.
Sir, tell me why you felt it was important to be here today.
Well, I've lived here 25 years. I've retired up by Las Cruces now, but I lived here 25 years, was a school teacher, public school teacher here in El Paso. And I stand in solidarity with the grieving citizens of El Paso. I grieve with them for this horrible evil that has descended upon this city.
What do you make of the way President Trump characterized this city and the border long before the shooting happened?
Well, I think his messages have been pretty clear throughout, and that is that he thinks that people with brown skin or of different ethnicities other than Anglo are second-class citizens at best and not worthy of being here within the borders of the United States at all. And these people here have ancestors that were here 450 years ago. They predate Trump, they predate me, and this is their community, and they have as much right to be here in the United States as anybody.
So what do you make of the president's decision to come here today?
I think it was a bad move. I think it was self-serving. I don't think he's coming here as the comforter-in-chief. I think he's coming here as the divider-in-chief, and he's insensitive to boot. And as far as I'm concerned, he had no business being here today.
Tell me why you felt it was important to be here today.
Because I don't like what Donald Trump is doing to our country. This racism and stuff should not be part of it. This white supremacy that's coming up is wrong. I've lived here in El Paso for 37 years, and this is not part of our heritage, our culture here in El Paso. The city isn't like that. It's a very loving and caring city. It accepts everybody. There's no racism here like this.
You know, you take away the motivations for this crime alone and just look at it strictly as another mass shooting. How do you explain to people who are from outside El Paso and from outside the U.S. a situation like this taking place?
It's hard to say. I mean, I am a shooter. I enjoy shooting, but I don't have any weapons like this. At the point, I don't think these belong in civilian hands because there's too many people that can't handle them properly, or they lose control of what they're doing and they kill people. They should be out of the hands of the general populace.
So if you could deliver a message directly to President Trump today, what would you say? What would that message be?
Mr. Trump, please listen to the people of El Paso. We don't want this racism. It's coming and we don't want it here. Your visit is mostly divisive for our country and for our city. Please don't stay long.